Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and to another video. I hope you are doing fantastic. Today we are going to talk about my favorite vintage perfumes. I have some vintage old fragrances in my collection. I mean, they are not old, they are not produced way back then, but you know, they are classic vintages. And also I will show you the fragrances that were produced not so long ago, but they do pull very vintagey. So if you are like me and you feel like this atmosphere of perfumes, you like vintages, please stay with me. My name is Justina, this is my perfume world. If you like it here, please consider subscribing to this channel, leave a like, leave a comment, and let's go. So I used to wear a lot of vintage perfumes. Now it has changed. Now I'm mixing more, but still I do like those classic, very elegant, put together opulent compositions. Let's start with the first one I have in my collection, and this one is hated and loved equally by many. And of course I won't be original, but I do have in my collection Chanel No. 5. I really do like this fragrance. Say whatever you want, for me it's a classic French elegance, and this is for me very beautiful, bougie, vintagey French soap smell. That's how it smells, like very beautiful, posh, vintage furnished French apartments, something like this. Very, very beautiful, very classy and very classic, of course. Just test it out. Some people cannot stand the smell. They say that they smell cat piss in it and whatnot. But I do not. And I will tell you that when I wear Chanel No. 5, I get surprisingly a lot of compliments. So maybe it's your skin chemistry. I don't know, but I do feel this perfume is so beautiful. Perfect for any occasion, especially for a special occasion. I really do like it. And I remember that there's one perfume from BDK. I think it's Bouquet something. I don't remember the full name, maybe I will write it down in here. That is really similar to Chanel No. 5. So I think it inspires composition till this day, of course, and that there is many compositions that are far more worse than Chanel No. 5 in my opinion. Maybe not worse, but very hard to digest. This one is not that hard for me. If you do not like the classic version, just go with L'Eau, which is much fresher. It's like a fresh soap, or L'Eau Première. I do not quite like L'Eau Première. I tested it out a couple of years ago. I did wear my sample to the fullest, but I really do prefer this classic version. So yeah, Chanel No. 5. Another one is from Guerlain, and it's Shalimar. I already told you what it is. Shalimar. I absolutely love the bottle. This one is for me one of the most beautiful bottles I do own in my collection. And this one is classic as well. This one is very harsh bergamot combined with spices, with tonka bean, in very much Guerlain style. If you like Guerlain fragrances, if you know their DNA, you will instantly feel it's Guerlain. Very beautiful. And one of the contemporary perfumes that for me smell very similar to Shalimar is Masque Ravageur by Frédéric Malle. But that one is much more animalic to me, much more harsh, much more spicy. This one is more refined, more vintagey, but also for me, this one smells very unisex. So if you are a man, and if you are looking for something nice, spicy, I think you may want to check out Shalimar, because this one for me is very unisex, not too sweet, balmy, oriental, very beautiful. So yeah, Shalimar from Guerlain, of course. And another favorite from Shalimar, I absolutely love this fragrance. No one is talking about it anymore as well, but I do think this one needs to have a special spot in the perfume world, and this one is Guerlain Lur Blue. This one is absolutely beautiful. It is inspired by Impressionist painting by Claude Monet. So beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And it is inspired by the time in the summer when the day is ending and night begins. So this is the aura that has this beautiful blue light. You can still see a slight ray of sunshine, but everything turns like navy blue. This is the atmosphere of this fragrance. It is very melancholic, it is romantic, it is creamy, it is sweet, it is most of all powdery, and it has this beautiful, beautiful Guerlain DNA. So as well, if you like this Guerlain DNA, you need to check it out, and especially if you like powdery perfumes, also you need to check it out because it's so classy, so put together, so beautiful. Absolutely love it. And of course it's not as harsh as Guerlain Shalimar. This one does not have any rough edges for me. It's just fluffy, powdery, silky like. So beautiful. Of course it pulls vintage, but not too much. MissPotocky for me, for example, is much more vintagey than Lur Blue. Very, very beautiful, classic and underrated composition. Another one is a classic as well, a classic tuberose. Very posh, very in-your-face fragrance. And here in Poland is very hard to get. I don't know how about you. If you live abroad, maybe you won't have a problem. And I have here Fracas by Robert Piguet. And this one is a classic tuberose fragrance produced in 50s. The perfumer behind this, the nose behind this fragrance is Germaine Cellier, and she was inspired by burlesque dancers and their boudoir. When she was creating this fragrance, she was inspired particularly by the smell of the perfume, the powder that they had in the boudoir, and also by the smell of their underwear. So it's quite kinky, quite controversial. This one is your fleshy, heady, intoxicating tuberose, combined with peach, combined with gardenia, with orange flower. It has very, very long list on Fragrantica when it comes to olfactive pyramid. So as in all cases with those vintagey perfumes, vintage perfumes, they have very long lists of ingredients. They are seamlessly blended as well, but this one is very much tuberose forwarded. So you need to like tuberose that is very heady, intoxicating, as I said. It is slightly soapy as well. For some people, this fragrance is unbearable. For me, it's all right. And for me, I must admit that I tend to get anosmic to very tuberose forwarded fragrances. Maybe it's because I was wearing them religiously years ago. I always liked very strong white flower fragrances. Maybe that's why I do not smell them as strong as I wish to. So it becomes, for me at least, very quickly a skin scent, but it is not the case. Of course, people can smell it around me, but I do get really quickly anosmic to it. Fracas is just a cult classic. Tuberose. If you do not know it yet, please do so. Please get a sample because it's so nice, underrated. No one is talking about it. It is vintage, but at the same time very femme fatale. I really do like it. So yeah, Fracas by Robert Piguet. And something similar in the vein of Fracas. Of course, I will just add that Truth or Dare by Madonna, that is currently discontinued, was heavily inspired by Fracas. Madonna herself was wearing Fracas, her mother was wearing Fracas, and that's why she created something very similar in her first fragrance, but it's just for the reference. If you can get it, just get it. I absolutely love Truth or Dare. Heady tuberose combined with orange flower as well, hint of vanilla, very beautiful. And another fragrance that is in this very similar vein. This one is not vintage, but it's definitely vintage smelling. It is from Giardini di Toscana, and this one is Almafolia. So if you like those solar, beautiful, bold, dense, flowery scents, this one will be for you as well. Here also we have tuberose, we have something yellow, we have ylang ylang. So beautiful, very potent, so you need to watch out with it. Actually, each of those fragrances I'm showing you is very potent, and I must admit that Chanel No. 5 seems to be the more modest from from all of them, because Chanel number 5 for me, it's like delicate soap, and all of those other fragrances are more va-va-voom. I don't know, that's at least for me. And Almafolia is also for a special occasion. This one is so strong, as it is the case with all of the fragrances from Giardini Toscana. It is very solar, very heady, very intoxicating as well. And when it dries down, it really reminds me of Truth or Dare by Madonna. Of course, it's not the same, it's not a dupe, but it has this DNA. So if you are missing Truth or Dare, you like this fragrance and you cannot get it, just try Almafolia, because I think it might appeal to you when it comes to the scent. So yeah, Almafolia from Giardini di Toscana. I absolutely love the bottle. It's completely different to a classic normal bottles from Giardini, so I think it's worth checking out. Yeah, and another fragrance will be from Francesca Bianchi. This is the only sample I will show you here today, and in general, if you like vintage smelling perfumes, I think Francesca Bianchi is the brand you need to get familiar with, because in my opinion, it has a lot of fragrances that are pulling vintage. They are unapologetic, they are very strong, and yeah, they are basically very vintage smelling. And I recently had luck to get Discovery set from the brand. So here it is. Of course, we won't be discussing the whole set today. Maybe I will just create a video only about it. Here is this Discovery set. And there is one perfume that I want to talk about today. Of course, this is the inside of the set. Many fragrances would fit today's theme. As I said, they are very, very vintagey smelling for me. But today we'll focus again on white flowers. And I have here one fragrance that is particular femme fatale fragrance. And I have sprayed it here before. And here I have Tyger. This one is just beautiful, but very intoxicating, very heady, very oily. If you like white flowers to the max, if you like tuberoses, jasmines, gardenias, this will be for you. Plus, it has some animalic aspect to it. As all of the perfumes from Francesca Bianchi, in my opinion, there is something wild going on under all of those fragrances. Very carnal, very sexual. They all have very sexual energy for me. Very wild. So you need to like this particular DNA, because it is a niche. You know, it won't be for everyone, for sure. You need to basically learn, I think, to appreciate those fragrances. I won't be lying to you, not all of those Francesca Bianchi fragrances are for me, but I do like Tyger. It's just sexual white flower scent, very strong, as I said, intoxicating, heady. This is femme fatale, dressed all black with red lip, red nails, with very high stilettos. In fur with diamonds. She doesn't take no for an answer. This smell is oily, as I said, oily with those flowery oils. Very intoxicating. It's like almost like poisonous. It is creamy at the same time, furry. It's like fur texture. It's like fur soaked in white flower oils. That's the association I get with Tyger. So beautiful, very strong. Actually, this sample will last you for a very long time, because actually you cannot spray that much because you will suffocate. Those extrait de parfums are very, very strong. So beautiful. If you like ultra femme fatale fragrances, you need to check out Tyger. I think you won't regret it. This one is just unique. Very vintagey pulling as well. So beautiful. Yeah, Tyger from Francesca Bianchi. I also very, very much like Sex and the Sea. If you like iris that is buttery and that is very carnal as well. I highly suggest you check out Sex and the Sea, but maybe other time we'll discuss the whole Discovery set. I think those fragrances are very, very interesting. And another one, which is also one of my very favorite fragrances, it comes from Nuit Nomade, and of course it's Click Song. This one is so, so underrated as well. Everyone is talking about Jardins de Misfa, which is rightly so, all right. Everyone is talking about, I don't know, Sunbleached. It is so nice as well. Love at First Sight, of course, Sugar Leather, which is a masterpiece for me. But many people forget about Click Song. I absolutely love this fragrance, and this is one of the fragrances, this is the first actually fragrance I got to know from the brand, and I instantly fell in love with it. If you like rose in perfumes, this is for you, definitely. If you like benzoin, if you like resins in general in perfumes, this is for you. And if you like woody perfumes and dark and mysterious witchy perfumes, this is for you. This is rose soaked in resins, in something oily, woody, mysterious, very, very mysterious. As I said, for me, it's a witchy fragrance. I do associate this fragrance with Mardi Gras, with New Orleans, when something, you know, very unsettling is going on. Even though beautiful at the surface, something unsettling is going on in this fragrance. Very, very nice, beautiful, femme fatale fragrance. A little bit dangerous, warm, spicy, as I said, woody, very oily. It reminds me of old attic smell. Of course, it's not moldy or anything, but it has this ambience, you know, and it has this ambience of an old cabinet, old wooden cabinet, where you store resins, oils, and I don't know, maybe rose oil or something like this. So, so beautiful. Absolute masterpiece. You need to check it out if you do not know it yet. If you like rosy fragrances, opulent fragrances, resinous fragrances, just go and check it out because it will just blow your mind. Very, very beautiful. Click Song from Nuit Nomade. I have a coupon code for that for 10%. You will find it in the description. Just go and use it because it's so, so beautiful. Yes, so Click Song from Nuit Nomade. And another one is a classic already as well. And this one is Portrait of a Lady. Another rose. Portrait of a Lady from Frederic Malle, of course. And this one is absolutely, absolutely beautiful. I do not have to introduce you to this fragrance. This one is rose, geranium. This one is carnation, not carnation. The spices in general. Let's say it's cloves. All right, yeah, it's cloves. Spices with patchouli, rose patchouli, incense. So beautiful. For me, it's a rose that is in church, very cold, gothic, beautiful. Many people cannot stand this fragrance, but I do absolutely love it. For me, it's even appropriate to wear it in the summer. I know it may sound controversial for some people, but it does have this beautiful cooling effect, and in the dry down it even pulls clean, on me at least, thanks to the musk that we have in the base. So beautiful. I do not have to add anything more. Lasts really long time as a true vintage perfume. Of course, it's from our times, but it smells very put together, very mature and very, very vintagey. So yeah, Portrait of a Lady from Frederic Malle. And the last one will be something that may interest you. Again, not many people is talking about this fragrance, but I think it deserves the spot in here. And this one is Micallef, and it's black. And this one smells also like, I don't know, all sorts of flowers. It is very creamy as well at the same time. When I was a little girl, my mom had a face cream that smelled very, very similar to that one. It is just beautiful. It is sweet, but not too sweet. It is elegant. It is vintage. It is put together. just go and check it out, because it's also very, very hard to describe. It is blended to perfection. If you like a Micallef creations, but you are looking for something vintagey, this one will be just perfect, and it lasts really, really long time. So yeah, black from Micallef. And that was it for today. Let me know if you like those vintagey perfumes. I know not everyone likes this kind of fragrances. I do still like it. I do still appreciate it. I can feel elegant and special, and especially I use those fragrances for my special occasions. Thank you very much for watching today, and see you in my next videos.